guys, it's Gamer Ahmer here. So I couldn't be any more excited. Right here is the collector's edition for the Resident Evil 2 game that just released for the PlayStation 4. Of course, I waited to the last second to pre-order this collector's edition, and it finally was delivered today. So let's go ahead, open it up, and check it out. You'll notice this original shipping box that has the collector's edition inside from GameStop Online. So it says do not sell before January 25th, 2019. So if we just go ahead and open this up. So here we have this collector's edition, and it's actually wrapped up and pretty well packaged. It doesn't look like there's any major damage done to the box during shipping. So let's go ahead and rip this baby open. Alright, so here we have this Resident Evil 2 Collector's Edition, and right away the box is pretty awesome looking. It says Resident Evil 2 Collector's Edition on the front with Capcom, and there's nothing on the sides because this is actually a sleeve that goes over top of the box. Then it says a survival horror classic reimagined better than ever. And it shows exactly what's included in this collector's edition. So we'll just slide this off. And we have this pretty awesome looking chest right here. So on the top it actually says Raccoon Police, RPD, established in 1969. So this box is pretty sweet looking. It actually looks like a chest that contains some awesome treasures. So right away, there is actually the game that's included in this collector's edition. So right here, you'll notice that it's just a standard case. And it says Resident Evil 2 Deluxe Edition, and this is for the PlayStation 4. And it has Game Critics Awards Best of E3, 2018 winner Best of Show. So that sticker's on the outer spot right there. And of course this is the not for resale version of this game, since it was included in this collector's edition bundle. And then it has some more goodies in here. Has the digital soundtrack voucher with a code on the back. And then it even has this right here. So this, I'll have to get a better shot of it. It's actually made out of this thin material, kind of like a newspaper, and it says Raccoon Police Station, and it has the whole map of the police station right here. And then there's even some information on the back side here. So this is pretty cool. It's kind of like a blueprint. So this would be pretty sweet to go ahead and get framed and on display in my collection. And then we have this book right here. So this says written authorization required to read this file, and it says this information is top secret, and then it says warning, file must not be removed from premises. So this of course is a pretty sweet book right here, and it has tons of different artwork and different art styles in here of some images. So this is definitely a pretty sweet art book. So then of course we have this statue. This is the Resident Evil 2 Leon S. Kennedy, and it says Officer of Raccoon Police, established in 1969. So this is in its own separate box. So if we just open this up, so this looks like a pretty sweet statue already. It comes with a bunch of different extras right here. So of course here we have Leon. And he even has his main gun hand wrapped up separately. So right here you'll notice that of course he has his full uniform on, and the detail is actually pretty amazing on this. It really gave it some texture, and it's not one of those cheaply looking statues. And it even has this gun belt on here, which is pretty accurate. It has the walkie-talkie on the back, and it actually comes out of its little holder right there. Then of course he has his gun holster, some 2 magazine clips, looks like there's even a flashlight holder, and of course some handcuffs right there. And he's wearing his bulletproof vest, and on the back side it says RPD. And then we have some extras. So here we actually have his gun and his flashlight. So we'll just go ahead and add those. So it just goes ahead and slides right in there, and then of course he has touch index on his hand right there, so that it fits pretty nicely and lined up right next to the trigger on the gun. So they really paid attention to the details on here, and it's definitely a pretty sweet looking collector's edition. And it's cool that he also has this flashlight. As you guys already know, that Resident Evil is a pretty dark game, and I've heard that the gameplay is especially hard to see. So it's pretty neat that they really went that extra mile on this collector's edition here. And then it's really cool that they have that patch on the side right here, and it says Officer Raccoon Police 1969. So they really paid attention to detail on this. And then on the back we even have this base right here. And then right away, this base is a plastic base, but it's pretty neat because it has this design on here. So it says RPD Raccoon Police 1969 with the same logo. They didn't just go for a standard black and plain base. They went for one that actually had some design on it. So now we'll just go ahead and put Leon right on the front here. And it's a pretty sturdy base. So this is a pretty sweet statue. It definitely really makes up for the whole collector's edition and definitely adds to it. So I'm really excited to add this statue to my collection. Now if we just go ahead and take a look at this game. So this is the Deluxe Edition. And of course we have the game on this side, which has some pretty cool artwork on it. And then it even has these extra downloadable content pack vouchers. And it has this little information page right there. So there's not a whole lot included extra in this Deluxe Edition, except for all the downloadable content, which is really going to make the game that much extra. So this is pretty sweet, and it says on the back of this game, a rookie cop's first day on the job, a student searching for her missing brother, a city on the verge of collapse. So of course I haven't played this Resident Evil 2 game for quite a while, so I'm really excited that they remastered it, as I remember playing it back in the late 90s. So this is a pretty sweet collector's edition. So as you can tell, this collector's edition is really amazing. They definitely set it over the top with the collector's edition statue right there. Leon S. Kennedy looks amazing. The detail on there is such a great amount of detail. It really makes the statue pop with the colors and designs that are on there. And they really nailed that uniform. And then of course it came with this art book right here that has tons of different designs from the game and pictures and images in there that just really make it even better. And then it even came with that cool map that's kind of like a blueprint. So that was a really cool idea, and maybe I'll get that framed, and then that way I could go ahead and put it on display with a little Resident Evil setup. And I'm finally excited that I can play this game, as I've waited a couple days since the release to get this collector's edition delivered. So I've heard such good things about this game, and this was one of my favorites growing up. I've enjoyed the Resident Evil series, so I'll have to see exactly how this one fits in my favorites. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Go ahead and check out my other videos, and stay tuned for more.